crystals today because we have the resident expert here.
Hi.
I've had crystals in my house for years and, continue to purchase crystals when I need them for different things. And, I always get them from you because you always put, like really good energy in, make sure they're clear. Sometimes you can get a crystal and they don't feel that good initially, and then you can clear them and make them feel better.
With your intentions. But you've taught me a lot of really powerful things to clear crystals. So I used a lot of your techniques to clear. So
well, it's been I've learned from a lot of, different people and ways when I was younger too. And then now, you come up with your own ways older you get.
Yeah, you just go with your intuition and how you feel, as long as everything's coming from the heart.
For sure. Trying things you can see, does it work or not work? I mean, that's how I've learned. It's like, the techniques that I was shown as a younger person on clearing crystals, some of them, I still use a little bit of, and then sometimes I'll come up with something completely on my own because I want, I'll go by how the crystal feels. If it feels heavy and the technique I used on him to help clear it to make it feel better didn't seem to work, then I'll try something else.
My favorite way of working with the crystals is purely with my intention. A lot of times people will ask me if they could clear with the sun, water, the moonlight. You definitely can do all those things. Not all crystals can be run underwater, so I don't really recommend that one just because not everybody knows which crystals. So I don't always recommend the water technique. So you can use your intentions, the sunlight, the moonlight. You can use smoke like saging or Palo Santo to cleanse, and you can use sound, so like sound bowl or a drum even. I love using drums because it just knocks out the negative energy.
Oh, nice.
If your crystals had picked anything up like that. So
that sounds good. I use intention mostly too.
That's my favorite way of things. It's so much easier, and if it's your crystal and you're using your own intentions, I just feel like it's more powerful that way.
A lot of times what I'll do, and I don't know if this is what you do too, Lynn, is I'll just ask, my higher self to direct that part of me that never dies, my optimal spirit guides align with my highest good truth and source, and also the kind of the devas of the crystal to be here. So I call the devas of the crystal. I'm going to ask that anything that doesn't resonate with the highest quality of this crystal, any negativity, any, issues, patterns, beliefs, memories, emotions, behaviors, or energies that it's absorbed that are not serving me or anybody, I'll ask that the devas, with my higher self being a part of, directing whatever I need to be moved out of there as well. But the devas, which are the natural intelligence of all physical things, it's almost like sometimes I see them as fairies or gnomes or kind of little lights. They can help clear these things too. And I ask them to bring in then the highest, the highest quality of this crystal so that it brings in what I need, and then I may name what I need too to have put into this. So I don't know if that's what you do too. Or
that's exactly what I do, and then some depending on what's needed. But thank you for teaching us. I learned that from her, so she's the expert here, really.
Well, but you know about the qualities of all the crystals, and I really don't. Like if somebody wants to buy a crystal, everybody sees Lynn's crystals because I actually just keep so many here, and then I'll just say, I don't know what it is called, Lynn. I can clear it, but I don't know the name. So, but I thought it would be fun just to go around the house, and see what I have set up, and I'll tell you why I like it that way. And how does that sound?
Let's do it.
All right,
let's go.
Okay, so we are in Maureen's living room, and what do you have here?
Well, I have this very large quartz crystal, and I really feel like it amplifies this whole table of things, this whole area.
Yep.
And so I like that for that reason because it has such good energy here. And then this is a 6-pointed star, and it's based on really a lot of ancient cultures where, there's a pyramid, or I should say a triangle going up, which represents heaven, and a triangle going down that represents earth, and then they're interlocked. So it's representing bringing heaven on earth. So I set up like a witness of my house. I have a picture of my house, even though it's in my house, but I want my whole house cleared by this 6-pointed star grid. And so I bought these little stones, and some of them I've had a while, and then when Lynn started selling them, I know you were saying that sometimes the citrine, which is, you have to have a citrine with the 6-pointed star, that some of them aren't real citrine?
Well, they're heat-treated amethyst typically is what people find in most of their local crystals or rock stores. So you would want natural citrine if possible.
Well, because the reason why the citrine is because it doesn't get negativity in it.
Mm-hmm.
At least is that true, Lynn? And that's what
It doesn't absorb negativity.
that's why I like the citrine. And so I want to put the citrine in there so that it doesn't, so that this grid stays very positive. All the energy stays positive in there. And if it's not, if it's a amethyst base, it probably wouldn't do that, right?
No, I feel like it has the properties of amethyst, and then also it's been baked, so I don't feel when I'm working with baked amethyst versus a real citrine, to me they carry completely different energies. So
well, just to show you, so I've got my house there, and I built a grid around that, which is a lengthy process which we won't go into, but it's almost like if I was to draw it out, this is one triangle going up. So this is the triangle, it's going up. And then I have a triangle going down set up by these stones. And I put a bunch of intentions on what I wanted for my house, and it really makes a big difference. Mm-hmm. And then I put in all these different stones with different qualities, you know, to amplify the intentions that I put into this house. For example, that, you know, everybody who enters this room is able to connect with their goals and dreams and, you know, manifest them, and they have optimal healing at a comfortable pace. You know, I have a bunch of different intentions. And then this one, and you can tell me, you know, what you think of that, but this onyx one is the obelisk, and that's to almost like transmitter, to transmit all these intentions even out into the fields.
and it's also super grounding.
Oh, great.
An onyx. So
Well, that's another good reason, huh?
so you're grounding and able to bring all the energies and transmit them out.
And then before we started this video, I thought, gosh, I'm going to put this labradorite in there. And I don't
Beautiful.
And I don't know the names of a lot of them, but I do some. And we felt a difference in the house.
Immediately.
So what are the qualities again of
So
labradorite?
labradorite is a stone of magic and transformation. I just felt the whole house got lighter, even though it was already light in here. I don't know. What
I
did
felt
you-
the same thing.
Yeah.
It felt lighter.
It was immediate.
Yeah, it really was. I was kind of surprised how different it felt.
So she's got amethyst in the center, some blue angel aura, a polychrome jasper, some clear quartz, ocean jasper, rose quartz, more amethyst, and a kundalini citrine. So all the stones in the center is optional to be a part of the grid, but all of these come together and amplify the intentions.
And then I know you had said that black tourmaline helps with negativity along with citrine, so I ended up putting that in. Isn't that the black tourmaline there?
Yes, black tourmaline here is one of my favorite stones to ground, to protect. To me, it also helps process grief or heaviness from the heart. That's something that's not talked about a lot,
Oh,
but
wow, that's good.
I feel like that's super important, but it's, to me, the most protective stone, this
Nice.
black tourmaline. Yep.
That's so nice.
And, okay, you've also got more clear quartz here, a clear quartz cluster. This is apophyllite. So apophyllite is a great stone for helping kind of connect all the crystals and the grid. And it's a great transition stone as well. It carries a really high frequency, so it helps open the crown chakra. So that's this apophyllite here.
And I consider this like an altar of sorts. Like, you know, I'll meditate on the couch and have this grid here. I'll light candles. It's so beautiful to do that. And what about this bird again? What is that? I love that. You gave that
this
to
is
me
an angel
for
aura.
present. I love it.
It's an angel aura, and there's a heart here. So actually, this is an agate, but it's been coated with some metals. So the iridescent, flashy color you see there is handmade, but the stone itself is natural. Mm-hmm. What did you feel when you...
It just makes me happy. It has like a happy energy to it.
It's really uplifting.
Yeah. And then this one, you know, when my fireplace has half moon one, I saw that, and that's one of yours that I bought, and I just loved it. I just had to have it. And you know, there's another one that you have that's a heart that looks like it's made out of the same material, and I'm like, God, should I buy that one too?
Yeah.
It's like I don't have really room, but I always make room because I love them so much.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I've got this one. A friend of mine, Linda, gave me this basket here, and I just put a bunch of stones in there, and I love that too. And there's different ones in there. And, you know, this one just is, what is this?
This is a clear quartz geode.
Oh, it's so nice. I love that. And what is that one
This
again?
one is a blue calcite.
So what, I love the feeling, but what would you say that would help me with?
So this helps with your throat chakra for self-expression, speaking your truth. And to me, it also helps connect you to guides and higher level beings.
Oh, I love that. And then I have this picture. It's a serigraph by Joe Disick. I don't know if you can see it very well. He passed on, but he was a Native American painter, and he painted that on a print. So it's an oil painting that he did on a print. So it's not the original, but I got to get the light fixed. But I love that too, because it feels like that ties in with all these different stones too.
Well, we just went around Mama Maureen's house looking at her beautiful altar and the crystals on her shelf. Thank you so much for letting us preview your home. So,
Well, and I got other rooms with lots of crystals too, but I figure that might be overwhelming. Every room has to have some crystals.
that's how my house is too. Well, there's crystals everywhere.
And this one, Lynn just brought this today, and it's like I just want to tape it to my chest. And feel,
Well, it is epidote, and that is a stone of the heart. So that makes so much sense that you feel that way with that one.
it feels so good. So if
Yeah.
you're in a bad mood, this is a stone. Not that I'm in a bad mood, but I
Yeah.
do feel like
It's so
expansive.
uplifting,
Oh my
expansive.
gosh.
Epidote and quartz together is so amplifying. So whatever your intentions are, it amplifies that. And you're probably really in your heart space right now too, and it's going off of how you're feeling.
That's great. I figure whatever you need in your life, I have these stones bracelets that I bought from Lynn. It's almost like whatever you need to help yourself, you can find a crystal that can
Help
really
support you.
Yeah, because they do have qualities. They're living things. don't
Yeah,
you
they
think?
are. They're living things. They're gifts from Mother Earth, and maybe some other beings have planted some of them here. They are wonderful friends, and I'm so grateful to be able to work with them and offer them to all my friends and family and to the world through my shop.
Yeah,
So.
I'm really grateful too. So I'll just keep looking for the ones that I need at the time.
Thank